Oh, he is all fired up. He should be. Michael Irvin showed me during the break. First of all, he was hanging out in Dallas, and then the coach called him Mario Cristobal. He went to Berkeley, and then he went back to Dallas last night for the Cowboy win. Then he flew in this morning. So put that on your phone. Let the crowd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Listen, we were talking about this, how people act when they win.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you guys see this.
Now, watch this.
This is after I won. No, wait.
Hold on.
Watch this.
What?
I'm at Studio 88 at Playmakers right now. Look at it.
You are feeling it.
Woo! Hey, man. I don't understand why people act like this, man, about a football game, man. I don't know, why do people act like this about a football game? Look at
that was at your restaurant in Dallas, Playmakers. Look at the people outside your restaurant.
Hey, boy, oh, my God, boy. Hey, boy. Ain't nothing better than that, boy. Hey, and when you have you
didn't have Micah there. You'd have turnovers.
Right, and that blows my mind now. You take a top 10 rushing team. That was a top 10 rushing team without Michael Parsons, without D-Law, and you hold that team to 92 yards rushing. And that confused. That's the one thing that makes me feel good when I say, oh, okay, what do you take away from that win? That part right there. Now you're going to add back in Michael Parsons, somewhere along the line, DeMarcus Lawrence, somewhere along the line. How can we not be better at stopping the run? So I got to watch that closely. Because if it continues, then I got to wonder what the hell's going on when Michael Parsons and D-Law gets back. If we continue to have problems, then you got to wonder what the hell's going on with those two.
Yeah, you should be better when they return. You know, I said this about Dak. This is a compliment. My favorite part of him is that if you just dropped into a game, you would have no idea if Dak had 4 touchdowns or 4 picks. He's unflappable. His mood never changes. So he and CeeDee Lamb's barking at him. What do you've talked to players. What happened when CeeDee Lamb was barking at him? What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, there could be a lot of things here. And I'm confused with this. And I have you guys know I've called over in that facility to try to find out if anything's going on between these two. And everything I get is, no, these guys are good, boy. They're dudes. They're good. They're boys. So there's no problem. I said, man, well, you know, I don't know. That thing, even in that Green Bay game, when Dak missed CD and then they had that little disconnect. And it didn't seem like they wanted to get together and talk. I said to myself, now, wait a minute. That was early in the game that happened. That was too early.
And he vanished in the second half.
To be that upset. I'm talking about in the Green Bay in the playoff game.
Okay.
You can't. So whatever that was, I thought, did you bring this into this game?
Right.
Like, how can you see what I mean? So, but every time I call over there, every time I ask, anybody I ask, at that facility, they assure me that that Dak and CD are great, that they're boys.
I think what he was, I'm not a lip reader, but what I thought he was saying was, hey, you know what we talked about. You get me the jump balls. And Dak may be a little reluctant to just throw it up for a jump ball. That's what I thought he was saying. I didn't see him swearing. I thought it was like, you know what we talked about, jump balls.
In that situation, because he threw that ball kind of on a line.
He did.
He threw it on the line.
And they talked about maybe get it up.
And if they did, and that's another thing now. I don't. If he was saying, we talked about a jump ball, but, you know, Collinsworth said, boy, said, you know, the person with the microphone, once you say what you say, then everybody else's minds just go to wondering. Boy, you can lip read it for yourself.
Did you ever do that to the Aikman? Say, do you ever have a little bit of a tiff for an hour for a half with Troy?
No. We never had a problem.
Ever?
Never, ever. No. Why? I can't. I just don't understand. I would never have a problem with my quarterback. It's almost, to me, like the fish looking at the water and being mad, talking about why you wet, water. Like, you need that damn water. What are you talking about, Fish? You don't care how it is. I need that water.
Right.
As a wide receiver, I need that quarterback.
Right.
I'm never going to flap at him. So, I'm going to talk to him real nice. Hey, man, what's up? Everything okay? How you doing out here?
Okay.
Don't worry about that bad throw. I got the next one. There ain't no bad throws.
Okay.
Throw everything.
All right.
That's just my mentality. So now it's just a little different.
So here's something. So I told my favorite part about a Dak is there's a little Kirk Cousins. He's an adult. He's smart, high EQ, unflappable. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is the opposite. I can tell what he's done based on his mood. And after a couple picks, he starts getting real breezy on the mechanics. He's flipping it. He's doing this to his coordinator, hurry up, on television, kind of calling him out.
Right.
Michael, I don't love that. Right. It bothers me. Should Aaron reel back his emotions, or are you okay with the quarterback basically humiliating the OC on camera?
Well, and now I'm gonna go straight here because I gotta do it. I gotta be straight. Now that's your perception of what he's doing now, Colin. You all of that, and you say, well, that's to you is humiliating. If these guys are bringing that play in real slow all the time, then he's just telling them, get that damn play in, stop messing around. You see what I'm saying? So I got to really know the function of it. If they're getting that play in a reasonable enough time, and you're doing this, now you're trying to show up Aaron. But if they're really not getting the play in, he's saying, hurry up, stop messing around, then that's reality. But we have enough evidence to see and say things like, we knew what kind of relationship and situations were with Aaron in Green Bay. Why do we think once he goes to New York that some of those things are going to be just smoothly ran and he's not going to have whatever kind of issues with people? So I'm sure they have situations. And when it gets like it is in New York right now, because a lot of people are chirping, in Green Bay, as many people don't talk about it as much. But in New York, things get talked about all the time. So I could imagine them having some rough stuff going on in New York. Anyway, why would you not hug your coach in that celebratory moment like that? To be able to just stop.
You didn't like that, or you did?
I did not.
Okay, so when Aaron and Sully came up.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
You didn't like that at all?
Well, that wasn't cool. I don't know how many people in the whole world in that celebratory moment, big moment like that, everybody's so happy somebody coming to jump on you or hug you that you would just hug back. That takes a person to stop that right there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know.
That takes a person, so you can chalk that up how you want to. But I just don't know anybody that would stop. If we're all that happy, we're winning a game.
Even Belichick.
You saw how I just act about that game right there. I didn't play one damn snap. And y'all just played a snap and won, and everybody happy, and you boom. You got enough for you to stop that man cold? Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't work for you.
That doesn't work. I'm just telling you, you got something in you to have that at that moment.
Right.
To have that at that moment, that's a wow. Yeah.
So there was a moment in the Buffalo game, and I don't bang on coaches for play calling much. I don't know what's going on in the headsets. Right. But the Bills passed it 3 times. So Josh Allen looked like he had a concussion. They were running the ball. You got to force Houston to call timeouts. So if Jimmy Johnson ever called something and you didn't like it, would Aikman just do his own thing? Like, I thought Josh Allen at some point, when they kept calling passes and you're trying to get Houston to burn their timeouts, Josh should just run the ball. Did you ever feel in Dallas with you and Troy, hey, we're going to do something on our own here a little bit?
Well, not like that. Not like that now. We may have experienced something like that in college. It was widely known at one of our bowl games that maybe Vinny Testaverde wanted to throw that touchdown as opposed to run the touchdown. The Fiesta
add it on a little bit.
Yeah. And Jimmy wanted to run, and another person, he just won his Heisman. There's no way you could pull him out.
Right.
And yeah, we threw it. He threw it, and he threw an interception, and we lost that game. That's the only thing. Now, I heard that's what happened. I heard that's what kind of happened later on, because I didn't see Coach say, run the damn ball or anything like that. But, yeah.
Did you ever question play calling when you were a player?
Anytime the ball ain't coming to me. What do you mean? No, yeah. I did. When the ball wasn't coming to me, for real.
Would you confront a coach on the sideline?
Yeah, my receiver coach. My receiver coach. I'll follow him to the telephone so we can call that offensive coordinator upstairs. But I would never confront my quarterback, or I wouldn't go at the head coach. No.
Okay. So Miami trailed by 25 points in the second half. And Cam Ward, who may go number 1 in the draft, he and Shedeur Sanders will battle it out.
Right.
You're a huge college football fan. You've never been to Berkeley.
No.
They call it Berserkly. It's a little crazy up there.
It is.
A lot of those crazy liberal kids.
It's crazy.
But unlike
beautiful.
Stanford,
it's beautiful.
When they're rolling, it is a loud, nutty stadium.
Yeah.
Take me to the game.
And when I got there, right, because we didn't play on a college campus in Miami, so I didn't know about, I don't know anything about it, man. It's a college campus, right? And they block off the stadium, so you got a 5-10 minute walk. So I got to drop my driver, and then I said, pull up around the police officer. Police officer, they give me an escort on in, the enemy. I was like, boy, Berkeley, these nice people. But of course, so they were waiting to take some pictures. I ain't mind taking pictures with everybody. But when I got there, Colin, them people were going crazy. In Miami, they were up. And Miami was like, coming off that emotional win.
The previous week.
Right. The previous week, we were kind of down. And I was like, I was worried. I was like, you're not going to beat this kind of energy with being down.
And Mario Cristobal sensed it was going to be a problem.
Yeah, coach is so great, man. Our coach is so tuned in. I love that dude, man.
He called you.
He called me. He called me and said, hey, man, I need you on the sideline. I need you talking to the kids. We want you here. We got to be, He said, I'll fly you in. I'll pay to fly you. I said, Coach, I got a few dollars. I'll fly myself in. Don't worry. You just let me know when you need me. But I just love him, man. He's everything, man. He gave such a great speech at halftime about that to that team. I was like, let's go. Let's go. We were ready when we came out. I was fired up. I was ready, man. I wanted to go out there, boy, my knees, as soon as I hit the stairs, my knees said, stop acting like that. You know what I'm saying? But it was just, there's nothing like the energy you get on that college field. I wish them kids understand how much they're going to miss it when they get my age and they're going to realize you'll never be able to do that
You miss
again.
those days?
Oh, my God. I was trying to let these kids, like I'm telling them, in these games, right here, right now, determines how you're going to live the rest of your life.
It does.
You know what I mean? I know maybe y'all don't see that, but when you win here, you walk into everything you do the rest of your life thinking and feeling like you're going to win. If you come up short here, you may feel you're going to come up short. That's why we got to win right here, right now. I'm just trying to make them know it. Oh, my God, man, it's nothing like it. And when those kids come back saying, Unc, man, we need you. Unc, man, you right. When they feel that feeling, it's different, man.
Cam Ward
those dudes up there were talking about scoreboard, because that's what they do when they up.
Yeah.
Up there, scoreboard, every time we did anything. And then they were doing, that thing that Cam does. Yeah. And they were egging us on. I was like, I'm not used to this. In Miami, this is what we do to people. They doing it to us.
Cam Ward's pretty good, dude.
Right. Oh, he's a great dude, dog. He's a great dude.
Is he a big-time NFL player, do you think, or a college guy?
No. He's a big-time NFL player. And he's great leadership, man. It's so great for me to watch him and Shedeur. I had great dinner. I went to dinner with him this summer as we got ready to talk about what they wanted to do this year. Him and Bain, just two phenomenal dudes. But this dude right here, I was telling people one time about the time he had one receiver working out in Fort Lauderdale with Lamar Jackson, and he called him. He said, hey, man, what are you doing? I'm with Lamar Jackson. He said, boy, you don't get back down here and work with us. Football, you need that kind of leadership.
And that passion. You got to care.
You need that kind of passion. It has them out. But at the same time, you got to have that kind of cool like he has on the football field when you're down 20 and he just marched right back. I was out there saying, we're going to win this game 39-38. They were saying scoreboard. We were down 38-18.
Now, Michael, do you...
At the end of the game, they were gone. I was looking for them all. Scoreboard! Scoreboard! Where'd y'all go? Where'd y'all go? They all was gone, though. They had left over there. We got it.
So, when you... On these standalone games last night for the Cowboys, and they're different. Standalone games feel different.
Yeah.
And, what should the Cowboys feel today? Like, they didn't play well. Dak didn't play particularly well. All wins are not the same, or are they? How are you feeling flying home from that last night? But that schedule was getting really tough coming up for Dallas.
Right. And that was part of the tough schedule. Pittsburgh is a tough physical team. We can talk about it, and we talk about Justin Fields and everything, but that's how Mike Tomlin wants to play offense.
That's right.
That's what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants his defense to win those football games. And you move that ball against probably the Pittsburgh Steelers defense was
it's one of the most physical.
Best units. I'm talking about in all of football the first 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah.
They probably played the best football. And when you talk about units, offense, defense, or special teams units, they were probably the best putting them all together. And in Dallas, what Dallas did was go in and be able to move the ball without only using C.D. Lamb.
Yeah, they didn't use him much in the second half.
There is something you pull out of that game. We stopped the run without the two best players on defense, and then you move the ball not using the best player on offense.
Yeah.
Little hope in that.
Yeah, no, they'd been using C.D. out of the backfield. The fact that he kind of wasn't part of the offense in the second half, it feels pretty good. All right, you can show that little fun thing again. I know you just love that, don't you? That thing on now. Who was filming you last night?
Oh, that was my boy. People that were there with me
at the Playmakers in Dallas.
Playmakers of '88, man. Because I was getting ready to do some more work. Because right at the end of that, I had to shoot another podcast. So we're always in there working. But it was, man. I just love that stuff, and I got to enjoy it Saturday and Sunday. So I have two great weeks in a row. Because Colorado didn't play, so that I call that a win. As long as Colorado, Miami, and the Cowboys win, I'm good. That's a good week.
The Hall of Famer, the playmaker. Great seeing you.
That's a good week. Always great talking to you guys, man. And it's always great talking to you guys after a win. Because I know everybody thought we were going to lose that game.
Yeah, I did.
And y'all thought y'all going to have me up in here crying. But no, I ain't crying, baby. I'm laughing, I'm loving, and y'all the ones that want to cry.
Dallas winning's not bad for Fox. Find the blue box, Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.